and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be a kind of mid-month check-in for fire signs. It's from now until August 1st. And be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get additional messages. I don't know if I mentioned that on the water signs video, but there you go. If you'd like a personal reading or you'd like to donate to the channel and support the channel, you can find out that information below. Also keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I may be describing you or the person that you're dealing with, so switch the energy around as it may fit, if it fits. Don't try to force it to fit. This is kind of what your current state of being is. This is for all the fire signs. Current state of being, what is at the root or what needs to be dealt with. This is the recent past. This is what's crowning you, and what we should be aspiring to. And this is the near future, or between now and August 1st. And up here we have the overview. And the advice, the overview being the regular card here. And then we have for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius individually some advice. So let us see. Well, first we'll start off. The overview is the High Priestess in the reverse. Oh, and crap, I don't have my glasses. Oh. Oh, everything is blurry when I try to... Oh, one moment, please. I'm sorry. I'd forget my head if it wasn't attached. Where are my glasses? They're all the way back in the bedroom. Sorry. But hey, man, I can't see without them, right? And you don't want me suffering, causing you to suffer. Again, High Priestess in reverse talks about hidden agendas or not listening to our inner voice, or our intuition, a need to reflect or meditate important answers that lie within, and we're needing to seek them out. Lost focus on your own needs, or need to take time out for yourself, repressed feelings, over-reliance on opinions of others, excessive need for approval or validation, need confidence in a deeper knowing within oneself. It's gaining occult knowledge on a superficial level without comprehension of its true significance. So the occult being, whatever you're learning spiritually about, maybe perhaps these spiritual lessons, the karma and all of this stuff. It's like maybe we're getting a little bit of it, but we're not getting the full concepts of, again, why we go through what we go through, why we have the relationships that we have. Again, the psychological aspects involved coming from, childhood. And then we have also the spiritual aspects involved, soul groups, soulmates, working off karma, lessons, conditioning, all of this stuff. So again, it's like perhaps knowing a surface part of it, but not really getting to the full spectrum. It's also ignoring truth. And the wind just blew them down. And it's also refusing to accept a truth, and it could, be in a damaging way. Like it's important because again, it's a major arcana. So anything that's a major arcana, is kind of like the beacon, the main issue, or what we're needing to look at, or what's going to affect us on a grand scale. Usually, this is what the major arcanas kind of symbolize. All the rest of it is the emotions, the actions, the thoughts around these major points. I think they're all major arcana. Um, Now, because we're upside down here, we're upside down here. And we have the sun in the reverse. This is the current state of being for the fire signs. Now, even in the reverse, the sun is not a bad card. The sun is the best card in the deck, and it's my favorite card. Definitely my favorite card. Now, being in reverse, could be feeling a bit in the lowest, a little bit depressed, feeling like a lack of success, not feeling too bright, finding it difficult to see the positive aspects of a situation, even if in regards to where we currently are, even if we seem to be in a stagnant place, perhaps it's stagnant for a reason, perhaps it's needing to go within time, figure stuff out, making a plan, working on the self. So even with that, it may not be too much going on, but maybe it's more what's going on beneath the surface that we need to look at this time as being not so bad. But again, don't be so in the lowest that we're not doing anything. Because this is a time of healing, a time of gaining wisdom and applying the wisdom. May have damaged your enthusiasm or optimism, any setbacks that you may have been feeling and going through, feeling sad, again, depressed, left out, questioning whether or not you can really achieve your desires, reluctant to proceed, not finding any enjoyment in something. Oh crap, I didn't read the advice. Well, I guess I can do that at the end. Or maybe I'll do it after this one, because I feel like it kind of will speak on this. Again, not a good sense of our capabilities, feeling out of touch with who you are. Challenging times, breakups, all kinds of things, difficult things can make you feel a bit out of sorts, maybe let yourself go a little bit, just not feeling too confident, whether that be just in career, in family life, in physical state of beings, and whatever it is. And it's also about a need for a reality check. Having unrealistic perceptions on things. Obstacles that can be removed, but it takes more effort than what's currently being put in. If your direction and your path might feel a bit distorted, so that's why we're missing the deeper meaning behind, again, why things happen. And it's all learning. It's all about the self. Again, it all boils down to the self. Everything you go through, how you handle things, what you allow in regards to treatment from other people, or how we treat others, how do we treat ourselves. So maybe there needs to be some kind of balancing within the self. Our perspectives need to be shifted a bit. We're needing to get to the root of some things. So we can figure out a way to turn things around, or to have some more optimism. So again, not being honest with ourselves or others. Doing a lot of talking but not delivering. The procrastinating maybe perhaps fits into that. Let us look here at this. This was the advice. It's yang. Yin, yang, balance, as we seem to be out of balance here. And that's the first card. The masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action. So again, maybe some fire signs aren't utilizing their masculine energy. Again, masculine and feminine stand for energy, not necessarily gender. Both people have both aspects within them. Sometimes one is more prevalent than the other. But it's a need to be balanced in both action and receptivity, loving and doing. And if you want deeper understanding, look up the energies and how each one plays a part in different parts of your personality or life. The oracle's message: yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Again, maybe we're not believing in ourselves. Maybe we're putting off doing things. Maybe we're not feeling confident that we can have what we want to have or have the skills or maybe there's a lack of drive and motivation going on here. We need to get that spark, that passion, because we've got Ace of Wands up here in reverse. So if I'm jumping around, but when I see things that coincide, I will point them out. It says, now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There's no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. So again, now when there's fated events, which we can't control, the free will choice after that puts us on whatever destined path that we co-create with the universe based on our own free will choices. So maybe there needs to be some action taken because there needs to be some change here in the lives of the fire signs. Relationship message: circumstances are supporting action on your part. It's okay to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where you stand. In matters of the heart, there is movement towards your highest good, so go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air, and now is the time to dance to the tune of love. Take the lead. Prosperity message: projects, partnerships, and all matters relating to your business are out of the obstacle phase and on to the make it happen phase. Now is the time to stake your claim and get things done. While you can expect to be busier than usual, this card tells you that you have all the energy and vitality you need to accomplish your goals. Abundance is waiting for you to claim it. And that's what the sun is in the upright. It's abundance. It's everything. So if we can get ourselves together and get some belief and some mojo in our days, then perhaps we can turn these things around. Tapping into the higher self, embracing the new. Everything's illuminated. We're feeling good, looking good, and we can manifest. But again, we got all upside down stuff here, so you know what I'm saying? Protection message: be mindful of the tendency towards impulsive action, overconfidence, and aggressive behavior. Think before you act, lest you find yourself in a situation that will lead to uncomfortable consequences. Be sure you really want what you're chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. Oof. Watch out. A lot of times you think you want something, then when you get it, you're like, ooh, I don't want this. The appearance of this card isn't cause for fear, for life is all about learning lessons. Practice temperance. diplomacy and thoughtful consideration before making the move. So whatever we're doing, we need to plan and use our intuition and make sure we're being honest with ourselves. And again, whatever area of life that we're needing to have our wits about us and take some action, making some moves. When Spirit's advice here is no. Just nope. No, I know there's two no's in this deck. The one with the exclamation point is like a definite. This is like a no, but something could change. It's not like a permanent no. Maybe we're not taking any action. We're not doing anything. The answer to your question is no. You may gather additional information by asking another question surrounding this issue and drawing another card. We might have to, because again, or maybe, or let's see what we got over here with the individuals. And if we want to clarify, no, we'll figure out. Maybe they're trying to tell you, no, don't do that. So let's figure it out. In the recent past, here we have the Ten of Wands. At least we're trying to release something, hopefully, because in the upright it's about carrying burdens. But in the reverse, it could be still taking on too much or avoiding responsibility, unnecessarily holding on to a burden. Again, maybe that's what's got us in the lowest and not thinking clearly and not seizing the day. Releasing oneself of burden and stresses. Avoiding responsibility and making it more hard on others. It's you've made your bed, now lie in it. Because again, unless it's a fated event that was out of your control, we are where we are due to our own choices. So we've made our bed, now we got to lie in it. Again, especially in regards to relationships. Takes two to tango. We get what we allow. How long we stay in stuff, in miserable situations, eventually, he says everybody got to own their side of the street. But still, doesn't make you feel any better, does it? Then you can just kick yourself in the ass. But again, what was the lesson? I'm not a big fan of lessons these days. I keep telling my spirit guides, you can keep your lessons. Oh, I get attitude with them. They must be like, but they get attitude back because those cards start flying out when I'm arguing with them. It's quite a sight. That's what it says. I know this is real. And sometimes they'll be thrown out so many that it's just like, well, slow down. Because they're like, no, you're going to listen to what we got to say. You wonder how it is. Like I said, are they sitting at a desk watching a video that's your life? And they're saying, no. Or the person could be right next to me, for all I know. But anyway. It's also about purging, clearing out, or need to clear out what needs to go, decluttering, simplify our lives. It's also about prioritizing and organizing. So if we're not prioritizing and organizing and purging and clearing out, we should be. Or this is what we were doing in the recent past. Or we could be avoiding responsibilities, making it harder on others, or maybe just on ourselves. Understanding that this too shall pass. Now again, maybe we're trying to hold unnecessarily hold on to things that we gotta let go of, because at the root is the Ace of Cups. Of course, this is gifts from the universe. They might be trying to give you something, but you're just not feeling it. Trust your intuition. And heart to lead the way. Because over here, we're not using our intuition. And we're not being honest with ourselves. It's awakening of the human spirit. spirit appearing in the material world. So it could be, again, divine love coming in, a divine partner of sorts, but it's a gift of love regardless. It could be also the gift of self-love, you know, loving yourself, being your own best friend, being your own hero, trying to get yourself up and out of this phase, you know, because whatever was gone through obviously was difficult and took a toll. But again, perhaps we're needing to try a little more to let things go that no longer serve us or that keep us unhappy or stuck or in the past, so that again these new opportunities can come in here. Fulfillment is there for the taking. It's the beginning of love and happiness, compassion, friend or romance. Positive energy between two people, new love, giving and receiving love on a new level. It's also about forgiveness. And we talked about here about we made our bed, lie in it. Takes two to tango, all that. Try to forgive yourself, you know, for not knowing better, and then try to forgive the other person so it can help you hopefully forget. But, you know, making peace, even just trying to be at peace. Or if we're dealing with somebody else, again, there might be something involving forgiveness, um, and a need to trust our intuition in regards to love. And again, in regards to self-love, it says make sure we're not in situations that are unbalanced, unhealthy, toxic. And again, if we're needing to self-reflect on some stuff, for those that are in situations or those that have been out of situations now and are single, there's a definite still feeling of burden or stress or not being completely, the self-esteem might need a little boost. The birth of a new idea, a spark of inspiration, could also indicate conception, pregnancy, and birth. So I don't know if anybody's got any of that going on. Creative expression, allowing emotions to shine through. Shine like the sun. You know, perhaps this is too about trying to be in the present moment. Again, and what's going to be fulfilling to us emotionally? What can get us out of the funk? And then we have here the Ace of Wands. But in the reverse, you know, Ace of Wands is also like the beginnings of something. You know, creative ventures, our passion, sparks of ideas. So we got two aces here, one being upside down and the sun in the middle. So again, there might be new opportunities that we're not fully embracing. Because in the upright, it talks about inspiration, you know, the power of creation, again, a beginning, potential of something. But this is delays or lack of motivation or feeling, again, weighed down. So again, not feeling it. just not really feeling it. That's it. I'm not even thinking about love or not loving ourselves enough, and the universe is saying, hey, we need to, you know, get on some self-love, handle business, get out of the woes, release some of these unnecessary worrying and stressing and whatever, you know, need to, again, go deep, learn the lessons, apply it, and move on, kind of thing. Like don't let it keep you in this space where you're missing opportunities, again, to be present in the happy moment, to allow for healing, illumination, growth, abundance to flow towards you again because your energy is clear. Offers may come in regards to love or business ideas, projects. With the masculine energy needs to be honed in a little bit more in regards to taking action, being proactive, co-creating, manifesting, allowing, allowing things to fade, they gotta go, and things to come in that the universe is wanting to bring in for you. Again, it's difficulty defining what you want, lack of direction, unmotivated, uninspired, the need to focus on where your passions lie. What do you aspire to or hope to achieve? Feeling weighed down by existing commitments or responsibilities is the same as like this one here. And cannot pursue new ideas, again, because maybe we're too much in the emotional and mental aspects. Need to revisit the Ten of Wands. Well, we got it here. Look at the 10 to the 1, This is upside down. Again, maybe we're unnecessarily still holding on to things. That's why this is upside down. Again, we're needing to figure out what needs releasing. It's also about being impatient, frustrations, feeling stuck. But the timing is everything, which means too, like, we talked about procrastination. Seize the day. Days come in and out, in and out. You don't want to be in the same place you were 6 months ago because time moves on regardless of if you're moving. You could sit there and grow mold and weeds and moss and it's still gonna, so the only person that does an injustice to is yourself. And here we have Eight of Pentacles. It's talking about just not wanting to put in any kind of work or effort, whether this again be in career, if we've been procrastinating on things or something that we're not working on that maybe we should be working on. Because this is all about, focusing your energy, having determination. But in the reverse, it's about lacking ambition or focus again. It's also attention to details getting in the way. So too much overthinking and not just beginning something will keep you in the pre phase, not get it going. Time wasted on short-term goals, working hard on something that's going nowhere. Well, that would suck. Something is creating a barrier. We need to think outside the box. It's also frustrations and disappointments, lack of success and progress. Hanging on to minute details that are important to the overall workings of your life. And I mentioned here about the High Priestess. It's like thinking we got to figure out, but maybe we're needing to get a little bit more information that would help us to kind of release this stuff again. But again, it's like you can know this stuff all day long. But people are still human. You're still going to have human emotions. You can understand the lessons and the spiritual perspective and all that other stuff. But that does not take away from what you felt, what you went through. Yeah, but it still sucked. You know what I mean? So it's like, and they understand that. They're not saying, but they're trying to help you to not stay in that place. But even again, that's hard too. We don't know how many times people have been knocked down by life, right? Some people are just barely hanging on. But again, it's about you. We can't worry about people. People are always going to disappoint or fall short or, but it's about being wise and learning from painful experiences or mistakes just in general so that we don't repeat them, so that we can kind of navigate from this point forward a little better. It's also a need to reprioritize or change our direction. Again, Maybe we're doing something that's not the right thing, or we're not taking the right approach. So are you working on the right things, or are you missing something important? It's also, again, as I mentioned, I need to look at the bigger picture and ask if this is the right direction for me at this time. Are you working on the right things? Are you missing something important? Again, maybe we're needing to figure out some stuff here. Now, Leo, you got the Two of Cups. So all of this could be involving both, mental, emotional, physical well-being in regard, and also financial area of your life, and also relationship stuff. I mean, everybody, you could have multiple things going on here that this kind of plays a part in, but you're definitely dealing with some kind of soulmate situation. Now, I know a lot of people, we got past people trying to come back. You might have a past person and a past life person, someone that you haven't even met yet. Or you could have met, but it was never romantic. You could be having two different sets coming in, and the universe is testing you to see which one you choose. Um, you'll know which scenario you're in. But sometimes too, they'll present you with the new, better choice, and they'll also present you with the old one just to test you to see which one, if you've learned. But you definitely got some kind of soulmate experience that you're trying to figure out. And maybe they're saying don't try to figure it out so much. Again, focus on you, release the burden, be happy in the present moment, just work on yourself, and whatever comes, comes, whatever goes, goes. Just allow. But the time is meant to be focused on yourself, to prepare you, and then whatever warnings or signs that they're trying to give you in regards to this. Now, this could be love, this could be friendship, but it's because soulmates could be either one. It could be your pet. I mean, a soulmate is just part of your soul group, and you have many of them playing all different roles, even parents, family, whatever. Part of your soul group. But we got some issue here. I don't know if the universe is saying, no, don't go back to that. But it's not in the upside down. Um, but again, if you're dealing with two different scenarios, apply wisdom. Because it said sometimes the universe will send in, things to test you. And they got separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. Now, either you've been separated from this person, and while you've been separated, the angels have been trying to work on you both, whether this is a person from your past that you've already dealt with, or this could be a soulmate that's coming in. And the universe is kind of getting things together to bring this into your life. But I don't know, if we're clinging on to things from the past, we might not be open or receptive to this. So they're saying, instead of stressing and worrying, just focus on your healing, focus on your stuff, and let us deal with this. And then we have health. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. Now, health could be, our personal health, focusing on our health, because this is also a card about our vitality, our health. So maybe we need to get out of the woes, focus on our nutrition and our exercise and our meditation. This is also could be speaking of the health of our relationships. That's why it says while you were separated, working on that. Or if you got somebody from the past coming in, they might be trying to work on this, the health of the relationship. And then we have law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. Again, reason, season, and lifetime people. Knowing the difference, and you said some people aren't meant to be in your life forever, and it's about letting go and allowing the next people to come in if you want them. I tell my guys, I said, please don't send me nobody else. I'm tired. Because I know whoever's coming in is part of this soul group, and there's some lessons attached, and I'm tired of the lessons. I told him, don't bring nobody my way. I'm a Leo, right? Leo moon, so I'm hoping that this doesn't apply to me. But hey, it probably does. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing. Oh, I already read this. But again, we may not resonate with people from the past anymore because, again, especially if you've learned, changed, and grown, you ain't even trying to deal with nobody who's the same as they ever were because you know that that's karmic. But if somebody comes back and has actually changed or is working on themselves, then there's the potential for that to be a life partnership. Again, friendship, romantic, whatever. Um, and this is also about, healing ourselves so that we can attract what it is that we want, but we got to believe in it. We got to make some kind of efforts here and kind of let go of the wheel and allow the universe to bring in and not resist changes and endings and holding on to whatever because it just delays stuff, you know. So we may be attracting in a better partner because of something that we went through. Um, somebody that's better for your health than the last one. And then we have relationship harmony, Archangel Raguel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So again, I don't know if it's talking about healing a relationship with somebody who, you had some problems and they're gonna try to come creeping around again, or you're the one trying to come creeping around. But again, it's about learning from the experience again, applying the things so that we can have healthier viewpoints on love, healthier self-esteem, healthier boundaries, so we can have better relationships, we can attract better partners that we can have harmony with. Or again, if we're dealing with two people that have learned and changed and are going to be coming back together, perhaps this is saying that, we we can work on this or give it time. Well, we got this no here, and that's why I said for some, I really feel like there might be two options coming in, and one of them is a no, and one of them is a yes. Um, and you'll have to know. You'll have to know whatever you've been through with a person. Again, I know a lot of feminines are done with that, don't even want to. So if that's the case, again, focus on ourselves and our healing here so that we can attract a better partner. We got to be open to it. You got to do the work. I'm going to clarify this now after. Or the Two of Cups. I don't know if I read about this. Of course, everybody knows it's a soulmate card. It's also about weddings, commitments, ceremonies, the union of opposites. Honor and respect and balance brings reward. You get what you give. The coexistence of dark and light within us. Again, that balance. We have the black and white pillars here too. And you need to get in balance. The yin and the yang, need to be in balance. Heartfelt exchange of emotions, appreciation, kindness, thoughtfulness, feeling special to one another. Marriage, engagements. The same as like with this cup here, this one here. It's a union of self-love and respect. Again, it's because we just healing thyself. And maybe it's good you were separated from the person you were with so you can focus on your health and attracting better. You can read the cards so many ways. Consideration in a partnership of any kind, marriage, engagements, I think I read this. Feeling special to one another. it's win-win, not just it's we, heartfelt exchange of emotions, mutual respect, balance and harmony with each other, consideration. A lot of things lack consideration. The Two of Cups again is less stable than the Lovers. It's a time will tell whether you can weather the storm, whether people can get their stuff together. Time will tell. Lord, give us strength. Aries, Six of Pentacles. It's all about give and take, sharing with others, harmony with money, having balance, giver and receiver, gratitude. We're needing to be like this, or realize that relationships are about equal give and take, 50-50. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. Don't give more than you receive. Don't be submissive or desperate. That's one of the things that's here. It's also borrowing money. Don't become dependent on charity. Independence, self-sufficiency. Short-term fixes. Teach a man to fish. Giving to those in need. Now, again, don't become submissive or desperate. I don't know if it says knowing that relationships is equal give and take. Don't be a doormat. Don't let yourself be used. Don't settle for crumbs here. Or again, needing to be more giving. Whichever side of the coin you fit. Now we have here soulmate for you as well. So I said if you're going through something karmic, if there's some kind of lesson here, it's probably about, again, self-love, self-respect, boundaries, relationships needing to be equal give and take. Not being a doormat or not taking people for granted. It's also about maybe something about codependency a little bit. Fear of abandonment, fear of being alone, settling for less than what's making you happy for those reasons. You think it's better than being by yourself. Or I don't know if there's some kind of issue that you're going through with somebody in regards to a soulmate relationship. Maybe this is something that needs to be brought into awareness. If we're depressed and we're feeling burdened, and again, money might be coming into play too. We have Father. My true Father is God in heaven who shines healing light upon me. My birth father in our relationship. Again, a lot of masculines had mother issues. A lot of feminines had father issues. For reasons that I mention all the time. Childhood wounding. What did love look like? What kind of partners do we choose? Is it because we're constantly chasing the love of someone else because we didn't get the love from the parent? So that's where, again, imitating what we see or trying to heal that wound. So perhaps that's a little bit of that is going on in this situation too. That's why perhaps we're needing to look at, well, what is love supposed to look like? Again, don't settle for less. Don't let yourself be taken advantage of or do that to somebody else. Although I don't think that's the case. Sacral chakra. You're highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. So maybe that's where that no is coming from. Maybe you're needing to get out of a situation where you're not being treated right. You're needing to kind of check things, look at the deeper meaning of what's the situation trying to teach you here about yourself and about, again, what we allow. And it says here, you know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So whatever it is, you kind of already know. I mean, because you know when you feel like shit, right? You know when somebody's treating you like shit. It doesn't take rocket science, but it's just a matter of loving yourself more than you love that person. Because no amount of love is worth staying in something that's breaking you. So if that's where you're finding yourself, then you're needing to, again, love yourself more. Believe in yourself, unburden yourself. So you can be open to, something better, something that is equal give and take. If this is your situation. Again, this is general, this isn't, you know what I'm saying? And then Sagittarius, we have temperance in reverse. You're also feeling all out of whack over here. Well, this is the general. I mean, this is the energy for everybody. Well, this is again. This also talks about divine timing. Could be divine unions. It could be another soulmate situation here. It's the blending, again, of the two energies, the coming together, the 50-50, the equal. It's about balance. And we're feeling out of balance here. I think it's also the card of Sagittarius. And it's for Sagittarius. We need to temper ourselves. It's about imbalance or lack of long-term vision. Again, somebody's lacking long-term, not seeing our way out of things, seeing our way through things, seeing what we want, what changes need to be made. It's about leaving the past, embracing the future, uncooperating or competing interests. If you follow a certain path, it will perpetuate this feeling of stress and tension and conflict and feeling out of balance. So if we keep on, this is maybe the universe just saying no. It's telling everybody no. Heal thyself. See the bigger picture. Work on you. Forget about these people. Whoever's meant to be will be, and whoever needs to go, you'll know, because you've lived and learned, and you'll apply these things. No need to feel stressed and burdened. Keep it light. You got this. The universe is trying to cheer you on to get you, it's about hasty action. Hopefully you don't feel like we rush into something without thinking, and now we're all jacked up. So it's about impatience. Two, I'm telling you, it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. This is what we talk about here. This is about divine timing. So maybe the time isn't right. No. We're needing to do some other stuff first. But whatever is coming in or whatever is meant for you, it's worth waiting for. Trust. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. Especially, it says, if we're needing to get out of situations, don't cling to people just because you don't want to be by yourself. Don't put up with people's shit. Because what you get, what you allow is what you get. And you don't want to spend years in situations that are just weighing you down, allowing people to weigh you down. It's about self-love. I deserve better. Not settling for less, not being afraid to be on your own or stand on your own. Again, you got to be your own hero, because now most of these people out here don't give a damn. At the end of the day, it's you and your connection to the source, your spirit guides, your whoever it is you talk to. At the end of the day, because you're the one that feels your stuff. You can talk about it, but you're living it. Everybody goes through their stuff. So you can't expect anybody else to get it the way that you get it. And that's why you got to be your own advocate. You got to be your own hero. You got to bring yourself up out of the muck. Can't sit around and wait for other people, and don't sit in situations wishing and hoping and dreaming things get better, because if there's a time frame That if you don't see stuff changing, more than likely you're with somebody who does not want to. So, again, anything that's leaving you unhappy, get out of that shit. Anybody that's not treating you right, ditch them. Focus on you, focus on your healing, and go after better. That's what I tell for everybody. I don't give a damn who it is, twin flame, soulmate. They can go kick rocks. As far as I'm concerned, if they're coming with the same old shit, allow people to go and learn. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, hey, it's not my journey. Focus on yourself, your lessons, your growth, your healing. Don't worry about anybody else. This is where you end up giving your energy to people and situations and thoughts. Even if you're not even with the person, you're still putting so much of your energy into even just thinking about the person that you're not manifesting. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything to help you. And there's a saying too, don't lose sleep over somebody who's in bed with somebody else. It's a painful, painful quote, but it's a truth one. Don't let anybody dim your shine. Don't let anybody keep you in the muck. Trust that something better is coming if you allow it. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. Again, we're talking about getting healthy, focusing on you, your healing, body, mind, soul, finance, whatever it is, career, your passions, your creativity. Focus on becoming the best you can be. And again, and forget these fools. That's what people. There's always going to be a soulmate. And you actually got two cards that came out. Healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimal health. So again, there needs to be a focus on the self here for everybody to get ourselves prepared for better things. Comfort. Archangel Azrael, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So again, trust that if you were dealing with some doozy, let him go. Bye. I said you get to a point where you stay in that well for so long, wishing and hoping and dreaming that person that put you there is going to lift you up. And most of the time, they're not. Like I said, you got to be your own hero. Don't worry about, don't sit around waiting for nobody else to validate you, to make you feel worthy. If the person who's rejected you accepts you, who gives a shit? Accept yourself. And after a while, when you start looking back, when those rose-colored glasses come off, you're going to start thinking, what the hell was I thinking? Because you see things from a completely different perspective when you stop giving a shit. You start looking at all that energy and effort that you put into something, and you start realizing that you aren't getting anything back. You start to say, hey, well, that's just not acceptable. That's not acceptable, and I won't settle for anything less than what I deserve. And that's what you gotta remember. What's no about? What's no? I don't know which cards to use here. No. Maybe I'll use my little Sibelius. Maybe they're telling all of you, no, forget that fool. We got something better for you if you just let go of it. Heal thyself. Why no? Why no for the fire signs? Why no? Why no? Come on, Spirit. There we go. No. Oof. Told you. Always some shady mofo. I want some lies. It's also about fooling ourselves, falseness. I'm going to read what it says, but then we have this dude. So maybe somebody's going to come in and try to make some confessions. Maybe they're saying, no, don't believe him. He's full of shit. Hold on, let's see. Why else no? Let's see if we can get more. Why no? That's what I might be telling everybody. Wait for something better. We got something better for you. Don't deal with this dude. Dude, woman, whoever's the masculine. That's why I look at Gran Senore. It's whoever's the masculine. Why no? Oh, there's a lot here. Ooh, but yep. La fidelta, fidelity, relationship, close bonds, unions, faithfulness, loyalty. And then we have la legrazza, which is about, it could be about communication. So keeping it light or transformation, but it is about communication, like text, emails. Like I said, you might be hearing from somebody, and they're telling you. So here we go. See la conversación. Somebody's talking, and then maybe they're trying to warn you. Don't fall for it. We got something better. Hold on. It's worth waiting for. Don't try to, Giovanni Fanciulla, this kind of reminds me of the Nine of Pentacles, which again, these kind of things speak about, our independence and finding abundance for ourselves. This is also an attraction to a young lady. So again, somebody might be saying, oh, now they got feelings for you. And this we got La Vecchia Signora, which could symbolize a person from the past, an older female, doesn't have, a person from the past, or an older female, or just the past in general. But it's in the reverse, and this could be male or female. It could just be talking about somebody from the past coming in. I told you, past people. And they have Mercante, which is the merchant, deals with, it could be somebody who's at a distance from you, deals with contracts and stuff. And in the reverse, this is a shady ass dude. Serves his own interests. So watch out for those homosexuals. They're not looking for love, they're looking for help. They come in, they try to tell you, watch out for those narcissists. They come in and they tell you everything. They sell you a dream and deliver a nightmare. Watch out. Don't fall for it. Like I said, sometimes the universe is trying to test you. See if you've learned. See if you're still falling for whatever it says. And if you're unsure, give people time. It said focus on you. There's no rush. Let them keep proving. Let them keep showing. Let them, and eventually you'll know if they're genuine or not, because they'll just fall off. You know what I'm saying? The consistency is not, people can be consistently inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and my paper is over here. The wind blew it away. Like I said, check people's motives. Because a lot of people, they left one codependent situation, jumped into another one, and now they're trying to come back. And ain't nobody changed. They're still the same old, same old. Watch out. Don't fall for it. Again, faithfulness, devotion, loyalty, friendship, success in love, and emotions, attachment. So again, maybe it's waiting. Don't fool ourselves. Wait for the real deal. Wait for someone who will be loyal and faithful to you. They're saying be open to this new person and forget about this past person. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. La Grazia. Again, electronic communications, lightness, sensitivity, tact. A tactful way of expressing one's feelings, especially if we got some people that might be coming in who are genuine. I'm not saying not everybody, but that says know what you're dealing with. Some people might be come from the past and they are genuine. They have learned and changed and grown. Some haven't. Some are just looking to see if they can use you again. And again, you might have somebody completely new coming in. So different scenarios for different people. But the thing is about applying the wisdom and being discerning and allow people to show up, and you can make the right decision. It's also about being irritable. So maybe we're aggravated hearing from somebody, you know. Again, attraction towards a young woman, young unmarried woman, innocent and sincere. Someone that we know. Again, someone from the past. And again, the truth being revealed, or an unmasking of hypocrisies or hidden plots that come to light. This falsita. That's why we got them. Somebody might be making a confession, or we're realizing that somebody was a shady mofo. And we're needing to, again, see the deeper meaning of why we attracted this kind of person, and why we stayed in it, and what was the lesson involved, and how do I apply it so that I don't keep attracting these scenarios. Some people might have father issues, so you're in karmic things, keep attracting karmic situations because there's a lesson to be learned here. But again, but for everybody, it's all about law of attraction, healing the self, working on the self, getting mental, emotional, and physical health together. It's also the end of difficulties. So, could have been, like I said, for those who have learned and changed and grown, it might be an end to that. You know, maybe someone's coming in as someone who's completely new and who's wanting to commit now. You know, they're going to have a conversation about it. They want to heal the past. But again, like it says, be careful. Because some of these spirits said no to some of these people's situations. Watch out. The Vecchia Signora, again, old situations, something in decline. So some people are just over it. The past, again, old situations popping up to test you. It's also about wisdom. People learning from the past, learning perhaps again about their shady behavior. Now they want to make these confessions and try to whatever, but again, watch out. Mercante, shady dealings, lack of skills or inability, general incompetence. Watch out. It's illegal use of illegal financial activity, impractical use of money, problems at work, or bad handling of money. So again, if we're needing to figure that out, or not let in people who are going to get you all financially drained, watch out. You know what I'm saying, people? And on that note, I'll send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Well, your reading was much longer than I thought. And please like, comment, and share. And leave comments if you want a chance to win the one free question reading. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.